G'day everyone, Marc here from Marc and Cars. Welcome back to the channel. Today, extremely excited, I am collecting my new car. I've been pretty quiet about it over social media. It's been in the pipeline now for a few weeks and today's the big day. Now, some of you may or may not guess what it is, but let's go and have a look at it. Give you a bit of a hint before we walk in. This is where it's coming from. Let's go and have a look. So here it is here, undercover, just to tease you out a bit longer. As you can imagine, if it is come from a showroom like this, it is going to be my first water-cooled car. Some actually quite nice cars in here while we're having a look. Look at this 992 GTS, silver, stunning car. I'll find out who the owner of that is and get a closer look at it at some time. Got a GT2 RS Weissach pack, great colour blue, and Carrera S, and ooh la la, have a look at this. This is one of those GT3 Tourings that has the Australian model or whatever it was called. It's got the little badge on the side there, have a look at that. Stunning interior. I don't know if that's going to come through very good in the video, I'm hoping so. Absolute beauty. Manual 992 GT3 in this colour here. This is fish silver or something like that. It's actually a 356 colour, this is. Yeah, pretty special. Anyway, we're here for this car. Now, before I do the reveal, I think the silhouette might give it away a little bit and its size, but let's have a closer look. Okay, let's do the walk around my new GT4. Feels amazing to say it. So we're talking metallic, sorry, what is it? Sapphire blue metallic is the colourway. We have PCCBs. The car, hang on, let me just open it. Where are we here? So it has full leather through here, which is a nice spec. It has got lightweight buckets, which was a must-have for me because I'm looking forward to tracking the car. Red seat belts. It's got also the LED matrix headlights optioned. So yeah, overall, good combo in my opinion. Relevant to the era, fairly sympathetic Ukrainian spec with the blue and yellow combination there. In the back here, let's have a look. What do we got? For those 4 of you on my channel that haven't seen the back of a Cayman GT4, you can see we've got a fair bit going on here. Plenty of space in the back. Not really big enough to fit anything of consequence, but still enough to get a bag in there. And under the front, what do we got here? Front, there we go. Put the keys down. Try to do this one-handed, there we go. And like all modern Porsches, 911s and Caymans and Boxers, they have the boot space that drops, somehow miraculously drops below the level of the ground. It feels like it's that deep. Anyway, that's that. Got the classic GT series front bumper and front splitter, which you can see here is incredibly low to the ground. There's no front lift or anything like that on the 981 GT4s, which you don't know if there is in the 718s either. Like all GT4s, they're only available as a 6-speed manual. Let's have a quick look in here. Classic motorsport dash steering wheel, really simple steering wheel, which I love. It hasn't got 1,000 buttons on it. And let's have a look in here, what else we got? So there's the manual gear shift. Yeah, Alcantara but this is because it's 2016. It's when the Porsche still used Alcantara before they've moved to their own product called Racetex. So yeah, all leather, all Alcantara. Got the fabric door pulls in black, which I really like because it means they don't get dirty. Well, they might get dirty, but you don't see it. Yeah, so overall, deviated chalk stitching's quite nice. Look, let's do what you know I want to do here. Let's take this car for a drive. Okay, driving the Cayman. Now, firstly, you'll notice different t-shirt, different time of the day, all that sort of thing. Look, in true amateur YouTuber style, I fucked it up and didn't press record on the GoPro. In fact, I was recording the bits in between when I was recording, thought I was recording on the GoPro. Anyway, in the car now, and it is actually 3 weeks later, I think, since buying the Cayman, so I think it might be best to give you a bit more of what it's been like as opposed to first impressions. But before I do so, I will mention to you that overall the car's been amazing to drive. It actually has exceeded my expectations, and I had high expectations for this car because I had driven one before in previous videos. It sounds amazing. Have a listen to this. It handles amazing. It feels like I've got into the big boy's car. It's the best way to describe what's going on here. Everything falls easily to hand. The gear shifter, the steering wheel, the pedal placement, the lightweight buckets are as great as I remember them in the couple of cars I've ever driven with them. Yeah, so that part of it's all really exciting. The low front is very low, and it doesn't have an axle lift, which I mentioned earlier, I think when I did my walk around a couple of weeks ago. It's the thing I've got to be most conscious about when driving this car because of how low it is. Since I've had the car, look, at the start of this video I did mention that I hadn't mentioned it much on social media because this video is now coming out so much later. Clearly you would have seen the car on social media. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I'm at Marc and Cars. So if you want to follow me, please do, be appreciated. The actual driving of the car, other than the placement of everything and how it feels, the performance is pretty extraordinary. And you know what, I think the sound adds to that experience quite a bit because it's very much it's on auto blip, by the way, because so I actually like it in sport mode, not for the auto blip but because of the throttle response is a bit quicker. And I think you can hear that by how fast the blip revs go up and down. The sports exhaust also gets switched on at that time, I think. Oh, no, it's actually a different button. But I do like the burbles on the runoff on the sports exhaust. The brakes, PCCBs are pretty amazing. I think this might be the first car I've ever driven with them. But I've had, if it's not, it's the first car I've had the opportunity to drive quickly how I would drive my own car with PCCBs, so that's made it really I appreciated how good they are. The rubber seems pretty good. It's pretty average when it's cold, when the tyres are cold, but you know, it's a Michelin known trait, I guess would be the best way to describe it. And in the last week I've actually fitted the factory supplied or factory available Club Sport harnesses and harness mounts. They're Schroth Racing harnesses. They're actually tucked in behind the seat at the moment. I don't need them for day to day. And I've also fit a Cap Industries fire extinguisher mount and fire extinguisher. Those two things would add up quite obviously to the fact that I am going to the track on Monday to go to a tuning day to basically learn how this car drives around the racetrack. What's fascinating is in the actual owner's manual there is a supplement for GT4 owners for when they take their car to the track and what things to be mindful of, and there's a checklist of things to do before you go to the track if you own a GT4. So thank you, Porsche, great idea, acknowledging what your car was actually built for, instead of, like so many other companies, building a car that's made for something then says not for use off-road. There's a truck next to me that's cleaning its windscreen as we're heading into the sun at the traffic lights here with its auto squirters, and because it's so much up so much higher, it's dropping all the water on my windscreen, my own car. Grr. Anyway, yeah, so that's what the driving's like. I might try and get some more driving videos in upcoming videos, just so you get a better idea of what the sound's like internal, external, because a lot of people have asked for actually, let's hear what it sounds like, because these 981 GT4s stock sound better than the 718 GT4s stock because of the particulate filters, I believe. So yeah, when this thing's up around that 7,000 RPM, it's screaming like a banshee and it sounds amazing. So anyway, thank you for taking the time of watching today's video. I appreciate the fact that everybody's time poor and actually gives me that time to watch this complete novel waste of energy, I guess, for some people. Anyway, thank you very much. If you haven't already, pass the video on to anyone who you think might be interested. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Cayman GT4 content, plus some 356 content coming, and any other cars. I've got a few cars that I'm a bit behind on reviewing, so I'll try and get some of those up soon. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for watching Marc in Cars.